In this video, we're going to look at how to automatically, or how to set the copyright year in your copyright notice on your Joomla site to automatically update. Hey there, Joomla fans. Tim Davis here. I'm a Joomla fan too, and thanks for tuning in to Maintenance Monday number 86 here in the Basic Joomla Tutorials channel here on YouTube. Thanks for your support of this channel. We've got announcements and chat and stuff to come later on, but let's get right to the topic today because I know some of you like to get to the meat right away so we can move on to other things. So let's head on over to the screen here, turn our attention to it, and we will see. Just remember, head on over to basicjoomla.com/giveaways and enter in this month's giveaway for some great Joomla stuff. All right, so let's see here. As you will see here on this particular template that I'm using on the Basic Joomla tutorial site, I'm still using Protostar. I'm the mechanic who doesn't have time to work on his own car. So if you look down at the bottom of the template, especially the bottom of any Protostar template, the default one in Joomla, you'll see right there, copyright 2019. Now, I did not put that in there, and I did not change it to that this year. That happens automatically. So that's a feature of Protostar, the default version, the default template. If you want to do something like that on your site, then there's a couple of ways that you can do it. I'm going to show you how to embed the PHP code onto a Joomla site so that it displays the current year all the time. But before I do that, I just want to point out that if you're using a third-party template or a template that you've gotten from somewhere, there may very well be a place right in the template for you to put in the year to automatically update. And I want to show you two examples of that very quickly. Here we are on my cybersalt.com site. Let me just show you what's happening here on the front. This is a rocket theme template. And at the bottom, you can see copyright 1998 to 2019, Cybersalt Consulting and Communications. So that's actually a particle in Gantry, in Rocket Theme, that is assigned to a module position. So what we would do here is I'm already in the template area. You go to components and into Gantry 5 themes and then into your particular theme that you're using. So if you're using Rocket Theme templates, you know how to do that. Click on Particles, this Particles tab here, and then look for the copyright particle. And here you'll see the start year is 1998 and the end year is simply says now. And so this is the way that Rocket Theme has set up their templates so that you can always have the current year showing for the copyright, and they have a start year. Now, copyright owner down here, I'm going to change that right while we're here because I changed the name of my company some time ago just to Cybersalt Consulting. So we can save that particle, and we'll see with the word there now, basically, whenever the year changes, it's always going to show the current year, 2019. Now let me show you how it's done in another template system, how they do it, and that is in Asteroid. And as many of you are regulars on the channel know, I've been crushing on Asteroid lately. I have an Asteroid crush there. All right, so we'll go to templates, and we'll view the list of the templates here. I'm going to go into the default one here, which is Asteroid, and into template options. And as that comes up, I'm going to click on the left-hand side to miscellaneous. It's already highlighted when I was getting ready for today. And you'll see here, branding, enabler. I can enable or disable this in the footer copyright bar on the template. And here we have, enter the text that displays the copyright bar. You can use left squiggle bracket, year, right squiggle bracket for current year and site name. And so you see right here, they have this code, copyright year, site name, all rights reserved, and I have this changed for me. Now this is actually a client site that I'm working on and is just making live today, but I will show you. Let's see, I already had that open in two places. We're going to close that, and then we'll go preview the site. So here's another example of how a different template company puts the copyright information, and way down at the bottom, in fact, yeah, you can see it just to the right of the how many people are watching on the channel right now. You see copyright 2019. And so that is always going to display the correct version, the correct year for the copyright information. And actually, the reason that I thought of this topic today is because I went to one of my sites and I still had not changed it from 2018. I was also looking at another site looking to download something, and their copyright information was still 2017. So it can make your site look dead or abandoned or out of date. So you don't want that. So there's two ways. So there's probably different methods that different template companies have, and you can search that out in their help forums. But let me show you how you can do it in any Joomla template using a tool from Regular Labs called Sorcerer and a little bit of PHP code. So let's go to, let's do it right here in Asteroid. I'm going to look at the layout of Asteroid in the template. And just for now, I'm going to put this in the, I'm just going to add this to footer section. All right, footer-1. No, I'll put it in footer-2 because that's on the other side of the bottom. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to extensions and modules, and I'm going to create a custom module. All right. Click new, and I'm just going to click on custom, and I'm just going to give this the title. We're not doing anything super pretty here. We'll just go another copyright way. And then what we're going to do is go down to the module area. Oh, let's assign this to a module position, footer 2. All right. And then down here, I'm just going to type, this is another, this is a way to automatically update your copyright year. All right, I'll fix my spelling there, even though this is going to come out very soon. And I'm just going to here, let's hit enter, and I'm going to make that just heading 2 so we can find it well. Now here's the next thing. I'm going to use this button down at the bottom, which you can see just above the black bar there, and that is Sorcerer from Regular Labs. And what I'll just show you quick where you can pick that up. Regularlabs.com. And you're going to scroll down to the bottom here. You're going to go to Sorcerer, and you can read all about that. But basically, it enables you to place PHP and any kind of HTML, including CSS and JavaScript, right into your content. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put the PHP code that displays the year that it is right here inside this module. Now we have to get that code. And to get that, we're going to go back to the Protostar template that I'm using. That's the default template in Joomla 3 anyways. And I'm going to go to extensions, templates, and then over to templates. Because what we want to do next is go to Protostar, details and files. And then we're going to look in the list of these files that go with this template. We're going to look in index.php. In index.php, we're going to scroll down to the bottom, and you will see right here, ampersand copy, semicolon, which is the code for displaying the copyright symbol, PHP echo date, and then in brackets a Y, and then echo site name as well. So in fact, I can zoom that in a bit for you just to see that better. Down at the bottom, here's what we want. We want to select this. And in fact, we could select this paragraph and closing paragraph, but I'll tell you that inside here, there's some tab characters that get carried over. And so what you want to do is remove those, because you just want to paste this as text in the field. All right, so we're going to reset the size of that screen, but you take that code and you go to your custom module and then click on code for the Sorcerer. That button shows up on your editor once you have Sorcerer installed. And then you're going to place between the source and the closing source code this code here that we just copied from Protostar. And I'm going to take out those extra tabs just to keep things nice and tidy here. All right. So now if I click insert, we have that code there, and I'm going to go save And let's see if I've done everything correctly. I'm going to, now down here we have the old copyright notice. Let's hit refresh. And as that refreshes, it did not show. Oh, there it is. It is there further down. Now we're going to have to do some formatting of this, remember? Because here we have in very dark blue. Oh, you can't see this behind me. Let me just go over here and turn off my camera in camera. Where would that be? Oh my goodness. Got a different window happening here. See. Let's see, full screen. I do not have, oh, let's go on. I have the live view. Here's the editor. Yeti C90 webcam. All right. Now, of course, I have to put myself in the bottom corner. All right. Now I turn C90 webcam up. Okay. So here we have a very dark blue, another copyright way. That's the title of our module. And then I used heading 2, I think it was, to make this highlight. But down, 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 way at the bottom. I'll make it big. 2000, copyright 2019. And we've inserted the PHP code to display a year right inside of a custom module that we've assigned to a module position, and that is going to automatically make the copyright information show up very nicely and automatically update it every year. Now remember, there's some formatting that we have to fix here. Let me put this back to the normal size. So for instance, we got copy, so that's the copyright symbol right here. And then PHP echo date. You type other stuff in here for watching. We'll put that there. In fact, now we can just delete this heading 2 thing. We'll save. We'll go back over here and refresh. And we'll scroll way down to the bottom of the page when that refreshes. And here you go. Copyright 2019. Thanks for watching. And watch, excuse me. Watching is on its own line. If we wanted it to be on the same line, we would just move that paragraph mark to there. Anyways, I think you probably get the idea there. Whoops, black screen. Turn the camera back on. So that's it. If you want to make sure that your site always displays the the current year for copyright and put some other text in there and around in the copyright symbol, check out, first of all, if there's a way that it's handled in a special way with the template that you're using for your site. Or you can always just go with that method of putting in the PHP code, and it is always there. Especially that module would still work if you applied it to a different template. If you end up changing templates, you can use that same module. So that's it for today for the official stuff. Stick around for chat and some announcements, especially about apparently there's a new version of Joomla coming out this week. But for those of you that are staying, those of you that are leaving at this point, thank you for your support of this channel. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe, ring the bell to get notifications. And for those of you that are leaving, enjoy your Joomla sites, and God bless. And for those of you who are staying, thanks for staying. Mary mentioned in chat, just as I was going there, because I said hello just when I came on, that we're almost ready. She said, you're up early. And that is true. I am up early. I actually was up late. I came home from church yesterday, had a lovely lunch, which involved some bacon. And then we watched a little bit of television. And then I felt kind of tired, so I thought I would just have a nap. So I napped for a couple of hours. Ended up going to bed last night for a little while, but left the lights on because I had work to do. Got up, worked till like 5 o'clock, set the alarm for 10, and was up at 9. So apparently I have enough sleep, and cooking with gas today. So that's why I was able to start on time. It's like, wow, today I'm actually more of the Tim that I really would like to be. All right, so let me post the link for the Zoom call for those of you who might like to talk with your voice. Go ahead and join me on Zoom. I'm already in there. All right, so a couple things. Okay, watch me work Wednesday on, or watch me work live stream this Wednesday. Remember, it's on the YouTube channel now, no longer on Twitch. I thought a great topic to talk about would be how to pick an extension for a Joomla site. The other day I had a client ask me for a certain feature on his website. I won't say what it is now because I'll use that as an example. But I went searching for extensions. I was actually looking for plugins to accomplish what I wanted to. And I realized that I have sort of a filter and a way of kind of judging extensions by their covers in a number of different ways. And I thought, well, this would be probably interesting, not only for me to present my ideas and what I do, looking for new extensions to use on sites, but also get feedback from you guys. So if you want to shoot me an email, support@cybersalt.com. Send me your tips, or actually put your tips in the comment section. That's easier here on the video. And I will read those and collect those and include them. So that will be on Wednesday at 11 o'clock. And so we'll talk about how to pick an extension. Also, now I understand that Joomla 3.9.5 is coming out this week. It's simply because of a comment that Phil Taylor made on Twitter, because he's on holidays right now, so he had done some preparation to get ready for 3.9.5 coming out this week. So I don't know when that is. I think often it happens on a Tuesday. If so, I'll be back live streaming how to update, and hopefully this time the feed will, the updating process when I show my Joomla.com, when I update all my sites, will work. I've been working on that for a little bit to get that to work with my browser. Anyway, so that's going to be happening this week as well. So what are you guys working on? What is new? How's it going? What can we talk about? Let me close a few of my many windows that are open here. Of course, Sorcerer that we were looking at earlier. I'm going to hide this from on my client's beta site there. Sorcerer, as we were looking at earlier, is more than just for putting copyright information in. It is really powerful to put JavaScript in, and PHP, and other things. CSS, I think, is one of the things that it says. Mary says she has a love-hate relationship with updates. Yes. What do you love? What do you hate, Mary? I think I could guess, but I'm just moving away over here on screen here to the Facebook extensions page. Okay, let's see here. Groups and Joomla extensions. Okay. Let's see what's new posted here. There we go. This sec. We got Slack popping in here again too. I wonder where I have to start that and close that, or put myself away. Show myself as away in there. Set status. There we go. I can set it for an hour apparently. In a meeting. I guess I am in a meeting. All right. So Eugene Savokin, who is with what's the contest site? Nornext. That's correct. He has Kanina extensions moved to Nornext. All Kanina plugins made by Rad Theme were moved to Nornext. Well, let's read that. Joe, hey Joe, how you doing, man? I was just thinking about you when I was quietening. Oh, look, there's no picture here either. When I was quietening the Slack there. This is JavaScript that will automatically update the copyright year in an HTML page. Script, document.write, new date. Oh, that's to do it with the JavaScript. Okay, cool. All right, that's cool. I will include that in the comments section. For this video. Let me just paste this. Okay, look at that. Slack is still popping up here. I guess it doesn't matter because it's on the back end of the site here. But Canadian extensions. Let's see. Here's the news. April 1st. Maybe it's a joke. Probably not. Round Theme is a template provider for third-party Joomla extensions, which is known for modern templates for Kanina. Now all Kanina plugins made by Round Theme are moved to Nornex. Now we are glad to introduce these plugins to you. All right, so Eugene has picked up some plugins for Kanina. That's interesting. I was talking with someone, were we talking on the stream or was I talking privately with someone about companies buying up lots of extensions and what were the pros and cons of that? Mary says that she loves new features and bug fixes. Yes, and you hate when they break things. Yeah, exactly. I know, not so much with the minor versions, but when a major version or change happens in Joomla, I don't always update my clients right away. I break my sites or try upload my sites, see if if something breaks or something. But that's very rarely happen. But I think that can happen. That's the poor life of programmers and web people and tech people, when you're sure everything's working and they update and then there's something that just hasn't happened. John says he hates when an extension gets an update nearly on a weekly basis. And I hear you on that, John. One of the company's most prolific, probably the most prolific company for updating extensions regularly is Regular Labs. Peter likes to push all of the changes that he has as soon as possible. Now, having said that, I know that there have been times where I've troubleshooted some stuff with him, and he's put out a dev release that I've tried, and then so it's not like he does it the same day and pushes the release, but as soon as there's stuff, he does put it out. But yeah, that can keep you busy, which is why myjoomla.com is nice. And of course, in myjoomla.com, you can set Regular Labs extensions to automatically update when there are new releases, so you don't have to. It's one of the Regular Labs and Akiba and JCE editor are three. I don't know if there's more that Phil has set up so that when there's an update, it automatically gets put in. So yeah, I hear you. Because you're constantly updating things, and of course backing up, and of course when things are constantly updated, sometimes the more you update, the more often you're going to have possibly break things. But all right, so Vinny says, I think Peter updates his extensions right after your subscriptions run out. That's exactly that can happen. Yeah, and Chuck says, LOL, had that happen. Yeah, I had that happen to me with something the other day. Although I suppose if technically, it's sort of like a car. It only breaks down when you want it, right? So if we're extensions that we're using and then we go to update them or get in that cycle, who knows? I wonder if there's some other dynamic in that too, in that we see a new feature that's released in something and we like it and then we register it and then they're on a certain cycle for upgrading. Who knows? This is all old stuff because we looked at this last week. Vinny gave us a really great overview of this video here about WordPress versus Joomla SEO tests. So that's it. We've looked at everything else here on there. Okay. And updating extensions all the time is a form of advertising, Joel says. Yeah, that's a good point as well. Oh, that's not what I wanted to paste there. Whoops, I was going to post the Zoom link again. So, I'll post this just in here again. Oh, and Ivor says, or the extension is offering a discount just after you've renewed. Yeah. Yeah, being there as well. I have found that some, you could always call and ask and say, hey, or contact and say, hey, I just renewed and I see the discount. How did you feel about giving me that discount or something? I think most developers would be pretty good to even give, maybe even not the full discount, but something else. But who knows? Yeah, and the budget and the marketing plan for extensions, because there's some that, for the most part, if you keep renewing, you get an ongoing loyalty discount on the renewal. So the price that's listed and the price that developers are looking for, there's often a disparity there, especially if they have an affiliate program. So let's say they're selling something for $50 and they're giving away 35%. They're looking at a model of, they're looking to make their money selling lots of things at a lower price. Of course, the affiliate program makes sense because you're getting people excited and promoting stuff. And so if an affiliate is promoting something and getting sales, you're still making more money than if they weren't and you didn't reach those people. Okay. Well, what else? Who's working on what? 6 of us here in chat. I am one of them. I count 2. What I mean is I count also. Where else shall we go? Here we've never gone to the Joomla Facebook group. It's an open group. So let's check that out here. Facebook and Joomla. And there we go. So this is a public group. Crickets, yes. We got crickets there, Chuck. Chuck, did you claim all your prizes for this month? You get hooked up with all of that? Let's see. Here's an interesting post from April 5th. This person asked if anyone knew if the requests at tm.joomla.org trademarks. That's good, Chuck. You got some done. If they're being processed. So you're not supposed to use. They want the name Joomla or the Joomla logo to have a permission to use in your site or in your site name. So, for instance, years ago when I registered basicjoomla.com, it was actually a domain that I just wanted to put sites on for clients that I was building, and actually just to store a default version of Joomla that I would use to make copies. I think I've told this story before because that was before I knew about subdomains. Anyway, so then I ended up using basicjoomla.com, and which of course having Joomla in the name is they don't want that, or they want you to have permission to do that. And so here's an interesting discussion. I did make a comment in here that back in November, let's see here, back in November I actually submitted a ticket just to let them know that that I had just submitted a ticket and asked for permission to use Joomla in my domain after the horse was out of the barn, but I still haven't heard back from November 19th. So here's see some comments here. Hey, cool. Chuck signed up with Vinny. Excellent. Vinny, did you get my Facebook message about the player not working on that one extra video, like the membership radio show? You know what I'm talking about. The show that you put out every week for people that are members. Oh, you fixed it? Great. Cool. So Bobby Cooper here says, as long as you're not a business or charging, not much they can do except ask you to stop. Can you imagine all the videos on YouTube that would have to be removed because Joomla trademarked name or Joomla logo is being displayed? With that said, I just asked for permission as well. Yeah, I think asking for permission, I'm all for asking for permission too. I don't think that Joomla is going to be heavy-handed and say, no, you can't use that. I think one of the things about trademarks is that you have to show that you are defending them in all cases. so that when you get a real serious violation that comes along, you can say, no, this is the policy, this is what we've enforced, and then an action can be taken against a really egregious use of it. So, Vintage Radio Club, that's right, Vinny. And then there's a fair use doctrine for use of other company intellectual property, trademarks, and trade names. Look at Apache's way of handling the use of their trademarks. Let's click on that. Apache licenses. Apache Software Foundation uses various licenses. Oh man, there's too many words for me to read right now. All right, I'm not going to read that. Too many words. If you guys aren't a member of this group, go to facebook.com/groups/no spam. And while I read that out, I'll just paste it here. It's interesting to meet some people here, see what they're doing. Help out every now and then. Here's someone's asking for a recommendation for a Joomla extension for e-commerce. There's 15 comments there. This gets asked often. People chime in with J2 Store and other things. But as you expect, the Facebook group is a great entry-level point for people who are just learning Joomla or somehow have started or have a project that they're using it on, and they think in their mind, where can I go get help? They look if there's a Joomla Facebook group, and there it is, and then they ask questions. So not a bad place to help out some people every now and then. It helps the community. Here's someone who needs a social share plugin that includes the options print page and email. So actually, the other thing that's interesting too is that some of these requests, when the people that are commenting on them in helping, I've seen sometimes requests where I thought, oh man, I don't think you can do that. And then someone's posted some extension or some way to do it. So it's a great way to learn ideas as well on things. Here's the rules got changed in the group. Actually, I changed the link and it reposted the rules. Here's someone that was having, this was a good fix yesterday that I noticed. Someone had a basic question. They were stumped. Contact form, single contact, returns a 500 error. Shows that they posted the error, and basically what the comment was is that this folder contact_bk shouldn't be there. Person deleted them, and it solved their problem. This is also a great way to see what's happened here and there. Capture of everyone that was left at the end of the day. Joomla of New York City, New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. So that's a good way to catch up on who's there. Some of you will know who some of these people are. There's someone's tagged in here. Laura Rosenboom, there she is there. Olivier Bouissard, and look at the size of that screen. Oh, look, they got some people remoting in there too from places. So cool. John Moholt, have you done anything with Streamlabs OBS? We did have that Zoom call last week, and actually I enjoyed doing that. I actually got some good test footage for a project that I'm doing that I'm going to be using Zoom for interviewing people or interviewing someone. Here's John Barber. He's a fellow person over here in my province. He's on the mainland though. Anyone, I can't seem to get the tags to display by title alphabetically in the front end. Someone says alphabetical ordering isn't correctly working. Discussion there. All right. Well, you installed it, so that's a good step. No pressure. I'm just curious if you've done anything. No need to apologize. Here was an interesting post that someone put earlier this week. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what you do with that as well, John. What you use Streamlabs OBS for. This person said, if I have a site in HTTPS, can I embed an external image that is hosted in an HTTP site, like a webcam image with .php extension? And so basically, if you want to have your checkbox, or have your padlock in the top left corner next to your URL, if you're using a secure certificate, everything on your site has to be delivered from secure locations. So if there's a, for instance, in this case, person saying a webcam image, if it's coming from a site that is HTTP, then it's not coming from a secure, it's not guaranteed that the connection is the one where it says it's coming from, although it probably is. But you will end up with a message saying that there's some insecure content inside of that page, and that can pop up. In fact, let's see here, this message here. Yeah, Firefox is blocking content on the page. So the very thing you want to have there for people to see is going to be blocked by the browser. So here's a post. Oh, we could have called into that Joomla thing that was there, meeting that they posted the picture from. And anyway, so lots of different bits of information there. Catch up on the community. It's good to pop in there every now and then. And you never know who you will be able to connect with and help. All right. So, anything else? It's a low talk topic today, but that's all right. Remember, so on Wednesday, if you have any suggestions or ideas, put them in the comment section below. And suggestions or ideas on what you look for, how you decide an extension that you're going to use on your Joomla site. When you go looking for one, what are some of the things you'd look at? And we'll talk about that on Wednesday. So put them in the comment section here underneath the video. Or shoot me an email, support@cybersalt.com. I'll be able to keep track of things that way. Plus, I'm still not sure. I hardly get anything to that email, so only my test messages ever go there. So if any of you want to give that a try, send it to support@cybersalt.com. But then, so I guess looks like it's it, which is no problem, because we can't make up stuff to talk about. Chat on right. It should appear very soon. It might appear as soon as someone says or types something. Watch, I'm going to type this in here, as I usually do towards the end. Is that going to pop up? Vinny is back to recording this week's shows. Yeah, we had a telephone pole. We had a power pole catch fire down the street from us on Saturday, and our power was out from about 12:41 p.m. till about 7:30 at night. Don't know when it came on because we went out for supper and then went out to a concert. Anyway, so during the day when there was really no power here, I fired up my phone and plugged it in my USB power charger. And I hadn't listened to Groucho the day before, so I sat there and listened to You Bet Your Life with Groucho Marx, and reminisced on how back in the day, that was pretty much all there was. A radio, of course, I was listening on a smartphone, well advanced from radio. But yeah, you just had some power, you had a radio show, you sat around and you listened to it. So while the whole world was buzzing around doing their normal Saturday stuff, I was just sitting there to listen to, quote unquote, the radio. And my wife was sitting on the couch, so we listened together, and it was fun to have there. Mary, you have a great day too. Yeah, everybody, that looks like we're just going to wrap it up now. Yeah, send me those comments for Wednesday's Watch Me Work live stream, how you pick a Joomla extension, and that is it. So, as usual, thanks for joining me today, and enjoy your Joomla sites. God bless.